See it.
Rise and shine, it's Mer World Card time. We are between two slabs, and we were with Merlin of Mer World Cards and Dan, the great curator. Dan, it's always a pleasure to be with you on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. or no, was it 9 p.m.? Yes, Eastern time. How you been, man? How was your week?
Good. I took this weekend off. I did go to the show that you set up at LA Proper. We'll talk about that. But I took the weekend off as a vendor. So that was nice, trying to like rest up, get ready, gear up for Atlanta and then Dallas after that. So it's going to be very busy 2 weeks for us. But overall, the weekend was good for me. How about you?
It was good. I went and did the LA Proper card show in Hollywood, California, because it was literally a half a mile down my street. So I was like, hell, why not? Might as well just take a chance and do something, and it's just like from 10 to 4. I sold about, 4 or 5 cards. I made some good trades. Luckily, all the cards were like over $500 value. So when you sell higher, mid to higher end cards, instead of hustling like, $110 cards, it makes things a lot easier. You start getting your money back, your return investment back.
Right.
So, you try to have more higher end cards. And then again, if you display it, they will come. We keep preaching that. I preach it. You preach it. So because of that, a lot of people brought me some great cards. Some people brought me some awesome Spider-Man inserts from the 2017 Fleer Ultra Spider-Man cards that you saw, those silver web foils that were autographed. So I had 2 of those numbered out of 49. So I sent those to PSA to get graded regular service this week. So we'll see how those turn out.
Awesome. Let's say hi to some people in the chat here, and then we'll go through our agenda. Basically tonight, guys, we're going to be doing the LA Proper recap. We're going to be doing a couple segments on what bends my corner, gearing up for the Atlanta show, countdown to Atlanta, Culture Collision this week, and then we'll tell you guys about some exciting live interviews that we're going to be doing tomorrow. Okay, so let's just say hello to people here. Here's Bishop. How you doing, brother?
What's up, Bishop?
Jay Champine.
Another Tuesday night must-see CG and Merle must-see.
Right, he's in here. Okay, LA Hobbyist, AJ.
Hey, Dan and Merle, how's it go? What's up, AJ?
Kenny G is in the house.
Kenny G scared the crap out of me. How y'all doing this evening? How do we scare the crap out of him? Jago. Jago.
Adam,
how's it going, guys? Can't wait to meet you guys in Atlanta. Oh, we'll get to meet you.
Awesome. If anybody, Adam. Yeah. If anybody is going to be at the Culture Collision, let us know. Come by our table. It'll be fun. We get to meet you guys. We'll take pictures and all that good stuff. Maybe you guys will end up in the vlogs too. So that'll be exciting. Non-sports card dude.
What's up, non-sports card dude? I love that title. Hello, Dan and Merle.
Aaron, our friend Aaron.
What's up, Aaron? Hey, Aaron. Here. What's up, buddy?
Vintage Lord is in the house.
Yes.
Okay, so we got through it. And people will start to filter in. I know there's a couple other live streams tonight, so we'll see how big of a live crowd we'll get here. But
I also got this from one of our viewers this week at the LA Proper. I think Dom gave this to me. One of our viewers, and it's a Broadway orchestra ticket from the old theater down on Broadway in downtown Los Angeles, because the whole street used to be Broadway and orchestra like 100 years ago.
What
and
show
he gave me this ticket. Just an orchestra, probably the LA Philharmonic back in the 20s. Who knows?
Nice.
But I thought it was kind of cool, a nice gift.
I love stuff like that. I love it when our followers, our supporters meet us in person, and they always give us like a little memento or gift. Such a cool thing.
Definitely.
Axel's in the house. What's up, Axel? Okay, so for those people kind of just filing in here, do you want to give a recap of the LA Proper card show? You were a vendor there. I was not. I showed up like towards the gold digging hour, so I'll speak to that. But as far as you, tell us your thoughts on this show.
Well, it was a lot better than the last time you and I did that show. When was that? September?
Yeah,
it was on a Sunday. Because since it was on football Sunday, there was basically no one there. The only people that were shopping at my table was you and other dealers. This time it was a little more packed. It was an early crowd, definitely. So when the show opened at 10, it opened up right up the gate, but then it kind of, kind of petered out around like 2:00. And then by 3, I started packing up, and that's when you showed up at 3:00 for the golden hour. But I did pretty well. I mean, I didn't do amazing like I do some of these out of town shows. But again, I sold 4 or 5 items all over, $500. I also made some really good trades that I was very happy with. And the person, made the trades with me, they were very happy with. So it was a very win-win. And I also picked up a lot of awesome Marvel cards, some wrestling cards, and some Star Wars. I was very happy about those purchases. So some of them were graded, but some I'll need to send to PSA and SGC to get graded this week. Mm-hmm. But I kind of enjoyed it. But something for that was only a half a mile down the road. It wasn't too bad. And plus, I get to see all my friends, all customers, our viewers, and get to hang out with the other dealers that we all know. So it's fun to be around and socialize.
Very cool. Can you speak to the mention? You mentioned that you sold cards over $500. So, what from your experience? Because you got cards in all sorts of ranges. You got like cards for under $100. You got cards all the way up to like a $10,000, right? Where do you think is your like sweet spot for what you think is a good price point for you to be selling from the vendor perspective?
Oh gosh, that's a really, really good question. Here in Los Angeles, I'd probably say in the $500, $1,000 range at shows like these. I mean, that's what was selling. I sold a Joel Embiid Prism autograph rookie card. I sold a Donovan Mitchell rookie. I think I even sold a Darren Fox. This time it was weird because, you and I mainly have a lot of like non-sports and other sports, but this show I pretty much sold sports cards or traded for sports cards. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad I brought these sports cards because if I didn't bring those sports cards, I may not have sold hardly anything. And then a lot of the other trades I did which was with the Star Wars and I think a wrestling card, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, man, it's just like you never know what to expect. And then when we were at the Cardstock Trading Show, which was last month in Van Nuys, California, which is in the same area, LA area, I sold pretty much all non-sports cards. So go figure. You never know your demographics that are going to show up at these shows. So what do you do, Dan? Do you have any advice for me?
Well, for me, I stick to my niches. I have basketball. I've got some vintage cards like baseball, basketball. I'm very heavy into Marvel. Probably like 50% of my inventory is Marvel. And then just maybe like some miscellaneous stuff like wrestling or, if I pick up something in a trade, like I recently picked up some F1 cards and things like that. So, I try to just stay within my lanes and people when they come. So my tactic has always been like get different things than other people. So I don't want to compete with all the other vendors who carry sports or whatever else they carry, right? Like modern basketball, modern sports. I try not to compete with them. I try to have cards that are very unique and niche. So that's always been my strategy. As far as price point goes, I like to play in the mid to high end range just because I feel like if I sell like 1 or 2 cards for a couple $1,000, that pretty much pays for everything. That makes the whole show for me. So it takes a lot of pressure off. Whereas if I'm selling cards for like the $100 to $500 range, I'll have to like sell like 5 or 6 to really start to make a dent in the expenses and things like that. And that puts a little bit more pressure on me. Although I do think that the cards in the up to $500 range, I do think that more people are willing to buy that stuff. It's just that it's more work, because you got to do more sales. You got to carry more inventory. So for me, I like to play in the mid to high tier range. That's been working well for me for the last couple of shows. But just like you said, every show is completely different. Like as much as we love Dallas, we could go there and we could make 0 sales.
Exactly.
As much as we talk bad about like small, tiny shows, we could go there and we can make a killing, right? You never really know until you actually go there and just see what happens.
I mean, I had so many PMGs there, but everybody took a lot of photos again, like they always do. But no one really bought any at this show, which I was very surprised about.
Yeah. You never know, and then you also have to read the show too. Like you have to, I always say that when the market tries to tell you something, you got to listen. So if you're at a show and nobody's buying, but they want to trade, okay, you got to trade. If you're at a show, nobody's buying, nobody's trading, okay, you got to step away from your table. You got to go buy, and just kind of feel out the room and make the most of the opportunity. If you sit there and you just wait for things to happen, you probably will be disappointed. Okay. Unless you get lucky, you got to be proactive, and you've got to basically read the room and take the initiative to make the whole show worthwhile for you. So that's my best advice for you guys. If you're setting up, if you guys have more questions about setting up, we'd love to talk about it. So we'll give you guys advice. We'll give you tips. We'll talk about our experience about that. If you guys want, just put your questions in the chat. I'll tell you about my experience coming to that show as a attendee, just walking the show. Now, I came there towards the end, like about 3:00. The show ended at 4. So I get there. You text me
like 4 hours prior, like, Merlin, how's the show?
Right.
I may come up. And then I didn't see you like forever, so I kind of gave up to you. I was like, well, I swear Dan said he might come up, but I guess he's not.
Man. Well, I left earlier, but the traffic there was horrendous, which is another reason I don't like to do that show, just because it's hard to get in there. It's like in the middle of LA.
Yes.
Congested like crazy. It'll take you I remember it took like 1 hour on the GPS to go 12 miles, So it was just like totally crazy traffic to get there. The parking was not there was kind of hard to find parking there too. So it was just a nightmare, and I was already like in kind of like a sour mood when I got there. To be honest, I was like, I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again. And then I walk in there, and from when you walk a show, it's way different than when you're on the other side of the table when you're a vendor. So I'm trying to talk to people, trying to see if they're willing to deal here and there, and some people are willing to deal, some people are not. So that's a different type of game that we have to play. But I did get lucky, and I found a guy that I've done a couple deals with. His name's Ryan. He goes by Playboy Cards. I did 2 gold digging hour deals with him, which turned out really well for me. That pretty much saved the show, because other than that, I didn't really get anything else. I bought a couple like raw Marvel cards for my whatnot inventory. Spent like $20. I sold a bunch of slab mags. That was cool. So I sold all my.
How many did you sell?
Like 10.
Okay.
10 at the show, so that was cool. But at the end of the show, I did pick up a couple cards. I picked up this National Treasures.
Right, Messi. You were in the middle of that transaction when I was leaving.
You saw this one, so I got this one. I traded up to get this one, so that was cool. Got rid of some cards I was more than willing to move, and then I picked up this Kobe Orange Refractor, which in my eyes, if I squint, cool. If I squint, it looks gold, guys. So that's what I'm going to tell people. This is my Kobe Orange Gold Refractor. So that's cool. So I picked these up. I traded up to get this one also. So that pretty much made the whole trip worthwhile for me. But if I didn't get this, it would have totally sucked, except for selling those slab mags.
Oh, I was going to tell you, though, I meant one of the trades I did that I did like a lot. My favorite trade was I had a 2018 Leaf rookie autograph of Chloe Kim, numbered out of 7. That was a PSA 10, auto 10. And I traded that for a Prism autograph of Kevin Durant.
Nice. That's a good trade.
Yes.
Especially now that the Winter Olympics are over, that is a hell of a trade. What's the value on that Chloe?
There's not many comps, so it was like the price I had it, and I had it like $1,000. So he traded for it and then gave me cash up front on top of it.
Nice.
So I was very happy.
All right. Yeah. So, overall, I would say that those small shows are cool if you live in the area. It's not really worth something traveling to, but a show is what you make of it, guys. So,
but you know what sucked? You know what made my corner about the show, and probably know what it was.
What?
Because I started listening to all my footage from my content. They put me next to a speaker, dude, playing music. I mean, I was playing some great ass, old school hip hop from the 90s. Some, like a lot of alternative hip hop.
Yeah.
Like Tribe Called Quest and stuff. I loved it, but that's all you hear in my videos.
Yeah, that if you're promoting a show, you cannot have your speakers right next to the vendors. It's not cool, guys. You got to put the speakers somewhere else. Be creative about it, but you can't have it right next to a vendor because it sucks to have that music blaring in your face, and it makes it very hard to do deals, for sure.
Oh my God, I could not hear anything. I really thought I was losing my hearing, and I kept having to lean forward, and I knew that, oh my God, all this audio is going to be crap and garbage. So I'm like, why did they put me there when they know I was going to film this entire thing?
Yeah.
So I have to ask them not to put me there anymore. Put me there once, not again.
Yeah. You know what we got to do? We got to make sure at all these shows that we're at that we're not in an area that is towards the back and we're not anywhere near a speaker.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So hopefully when we get to Atlanta, I already see the placement where we are in Atlanta. We're like towards the front side wall. I think that's where they place us. Oh no, that's Vegas. I'm thinking about Atlanta's different, but hopefully we're not next.
You already assigned it yourself where we were going to be, correct, for Atlanta.
Yeah. So we're towards the front.
And who's joining us? Is it just Brian or
Brian will be there? Yeah, just us, just the crew, the three musketeers, the three cardketeers. We will be there together. So be just the normal crew, and we'll see what happens there.
Oh, so the Waverly Hotel, they called me today, and we're only. They said I only have one bed, so we'll have to spoon together.
Okay. Well,
no, I'm kidding.
I heard it's cold. I heard it's really cold in Atlanta, so I guess we'll be warm.
Hey, you remember? Did you ever see Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
No.
You've never seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with Steve Martin and John Candy?
No.
And they're having to share a bed together, and he's like, "Where's your hand?" And he's like, "Between two pillows," and he's like, "That's not two pillows." It'd be the same thing. Hey, Merlin, where's your hand? Like, between two slabs.
Okay, guys,
that's not two slabs.
Okay, what Merlin's trying to prepare me for is that we're gonna do a Between Two Slabs After Dark episode.
Between the sheets.
Yeah.
Between two slabs, between two sheets.
Between two pillows. After dark.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right.
But I did. Don't worry, I won't snore because I have to. I have sleep apnea, so I have my CPAP machine. So don't make fun of me when I put my mask on. I look like Darth Vader or some like kinky. I'm not. It's not some weird. Kinky bondage.
What he's talking about, guys, is that we have to share a room because I booked late. It was my fault. I booked late and the hotel completely sold out for Culture Collision. So Merlin's nice enough to let me share a room with him so that I can be in the same hotel. But in exchange for that, I have to do him some favors. So we'll see. We'll see how this weekend turns out. Okay.
It's going to be fun, man. All I'm going to be doing is sleeping. You're going to wear me out again. So I am trying to rest up as much as I can possible.
Awesome. Okay, I want to get to some of these comments, but let me do a couple. Let me do a couple of shout outs because we've kind of developed these really good relationships with some of these vendors. So I want to give a couple shout outs to a couple of our friends. One of them will be Graded Guard. This is not a sponsorship. They don't sponsor this, guys, but I want to tell you about it because we get a discount that we're going to pass on to you guys. Our code for Graded Guard is 20% off. So you guys can get these things for like $10. They're pretty cool. If you want like a cell phone case kind of cover for your slabs, it's really good at highlighting and protecting them. So check that out. I'm going to do a review video on this pretty soon. Maybe that will come out tomorrow or Thursday. So you guys can check that out. I put the code in the description here, but it's 2B slabs, right? Or is it B2 slabs?
Yes.
It's
B2 slabs. Between two slabs. B2 slabs. So it's just the letter B, the number 2, and then slabs. And how much you get? 20% or 10?
20%. He bumped it up to 20%.
Holy
so this is what they look like. Yeah, they're pretty cool, guys. They highlight your slabs if you guys want to do any type of color match. They're good for Pokemon and things like that.
Yeah, and they're very inexpensive, and they just pop right on.
Yeah.
They just cover the front of the case, not the back.
Yeah.
And they only fit regular PSA cards for right now. They're trying to get to BGS and SGC next, but right now these are just for PSA regular standard cards.
Yeah, and these guys are friends with us, and we're in talks for them to like help us grow our channel. So we want to help them out as much as we can.
So that's what the package looks like. So check them out on Instagram at Graded Guard.
Yeah, and then the second thing I'll highlight here is these the slab mags. I'm a big fan of slab mags. I got a good relationship, and I got a discount on this, guys. Okay, so this is not like an advertisement. This is to tell you guys that I have a discount. So I get these for $20 that I get to pass to all of our followers, all the subscribers, everybody that supports us. You guys can get these for $20, but you have to get it directly from me. So just DM me. I get like random shipments of these things. So sometimes I have different colors, different sizes, things like that. They retail for $25, but if you buy them through me, it's $20. Okay.
Now, what graded slabs can those go into?
They can hold PSA and BGS, PSA regular cards and fit cards, and BGS regular cards only.
Right, because I really like those because they fit my PMGs, correct?
Yeah, they're perfect. They fit PMGs. They look really nice. And they're premium, but they're expensive. So if you got really nice cards, you go with this. If you want like a cheaper alternative, you go with
color match, which is cool. Makes it pop.
Yes.
You know, so both items make your cards pop. And let me tell you, when you put those on your slabs in your display case, people notice them right away, and they definitely sell.
Definitely. And I will have a limited number of these at Atlanta and Dallas. But if you're not going to those shows, just DM me and we'll work something out for that. And with that, let's see who is in the chat that we can say hi to.
Mervin, what's up, dude? When are we gonna see you again, Mervin?
Yeah. Mervin's always here hanging out with us. We got to go up to a Bay Area show to see.
I know, right?
Our friend Brian. Thank you so much, Brian.
Sorry I'm late. I can only stay for a few. I know he has to always get up early in the morning.
Yeah, Brian's a hardworking man, but he's always a big supporter of our channel. So
when are we going to see you, Brian?
He's based out of like Connecticut, I think, or Rhode Island or something like that. Massachusetts. That's where he's from. I don't think he gets to go to shows that much, but he's a big fan of the show. Yeah. So
maybe before making it to Philadelphia or New York, he can come visit us.
Yeah, but I like Brian because he always is very generous and always donates to the channel. And then so I feel like I have to make good quality content to keep him entertained, because I know he watches the shows. I know he watches our streams on replay in the morning when he gets up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and that's another thing. Also look in our descriptions during the show or after the show. And we're on almost every single podcast format you can think of, from tuned in to Spotify, Amazon, Google, Buzzsprout, you name it. You can listen to us in the car, going jogging, down a trail. You can listen to our podcast video audio. So check it out.
Yeah, check it out, guys. We're trying to be on like Joe Rogan status level, so we got a little bit of way to go on.
Wait for the $100 million contract.
Yeah. When Spotify is going to give us a deal pretty soon, we're in negotiations for that, so we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. But appreciate all you guys' support so far. Who else is here? Ink Paper Wax.
Oh, what's up, dude? Hello from Canada.
Awesome.
He's always talking to me, and I'll send you out that T-shirt. So be looking for that in the next week or two. Okay, thank you.
Let me highlight Brian's comment here.
What's up, Brian? Hey, can someone tell me what the autos from 2022 Top Series 1 Silver Packs number 10 are? I can't find them on the checklist. Nobody can seem to tell me what color they are. I guess this is baseball, so I don't know anything about the baseball.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. So sorry, Brian, we can't answer that. But if anybody knows this, please respond in the chat, and then we'll highlight it. If not, go message Brian on Instagram. And Brian, if you're still here, put your Instagram in so people know how to find you.
Are you do you have an account with Upper Deck ePacks?
I do.
Okay, because I saw that they were gonna sell a Keith Lee promo card, Upper Deck AEW. That's going to be coming through that. So I just got an email today, so you might want to check it out.
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't really participated. I have an account and I get the free packs that they give out. But I've never really bought anything. I'm struggling with the whole e-pack thing. I know you can order the cards there, so that's cool about it, but it's kind of expensive too, buying these packs on there.
And I also hate it because a lot of times it's like at 9 a.m. Eastern time, which makes it like 6 a.m. for us, Dan.
Yeah.
And I know you don't get up that early, and I hardly ever do.
Yeah. Upper Deck is based in California, so it's weird that they would have like East Coast time. Yeah. Yeah. They're based in like, I don't know, down south, like San Diego or something like that.
Oh, maybe we should take a field trip down there.
Oh, you think they would let us do like a tour or something? If anybody from Upper Deck is watching, if you guys want maximum exposure, you got to be on Between Two Slabs. Let us know. We will do a video vlog where we'll tour the facilities. Yeah, right.
And then let's find out if they make some premium product for AEW, because that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. When those AEW's PMGs coming out, that's what
I know exactly. Woo!
I need an MJF PMG.
Oh my gosh. Woo!
Yeah.
The thought
Keith
of that.
Lee, though, I don't know if I would want to be buying Keith Lee cards. What do you think about him? Are you a fan of him?
Dude, I'm a huge fan. I just wanted they just need to create the proper storyline for him. But he's an amazing wrestler. He's got great energy. You got to figure out a good storyline, a good plot, and a good booking.
Mm-hmm.
He just didn't have that WWE, so I hope Tony Khan's able to do that with him in AEW.
Yeah. What's up with AEW? Why did they let Cody Rhodes go? What was that? And now he's coming back to WWE?
Dude, I have no freaking clue. I guess rumor, I talked to somebody, and I had a great conversation with Zan. And folks, if you haven't seen that, go to my channel at Merwell Cards. That last week I had a great interview of Wrestling with Cards with Zan Morning. And we literally, Dan talked for 2.5 hours about wrestling cards and music. But man, boy, was it very informative. So folks, please check that out. Yeah. And he thinks the reason is that Bryan Danielson and who was it? Adam Cole and CM Punk and all those guys showed up, and it just kind of pushed Cody to the side. And he felt like he just got pushed to the side storyline wise, and they really couldn't find that certain thing for him anymore.
Yeah.
And he couldn't even find it for himself either.
I heard it was politics, like backstage politics, where he lost some of his booking powers, and maybe Tony Khan was becoming more of a figurehead in the company rather than just like the owner. So, that's just how it is in wrestling. So we'll see. I hope he does come back to WWE. I hope they give him a good push, and he can make a good name for himself, because I think he's really entertaining. Yeah,
what I've heard so far is that they may have him feud with Edge going into WrestleMania for a WrestleMania match.
Oh wow, that would be interesting. That would be very interesting. Okay,
Brian Adams. See. Hey, we already said that.
No,
what's next?
This one right here.
AJ, Dan, when are you leaving for Culture Collision? We have a transaction to make.
AJ, I am leaving Thursday. So if you want to, pick up that Marvel card for me, you got to come meet me in my area by Wednesday tomorrow. If not, we'll do it on the way back. He's trying to this kid AJ. Let me tell you about this guy. He's just like. He's just like this fly that buzzing around me all the time. He's always trying to get deals off me. He's always trying to get my PMGs and do this and that. But I like him. He's a good kid. So
yes, he is. I like AJ.
Right. Jared's in the house. Ed Ram is here.
Ed Ram, H-Town.
Yes.
What we got next?
Let's see.
Diego. What's up, Diego? Taking consignment for Atlanta. I feel like Acuna will be hot in Atlanta.
Sometimes I do take consignment cards where I'll put them in my case. Not often, guys, but if you're interested, Diego, you have to be local to me so I can pick up the card. If not, I probably can't help you, but just DM me on Instagram and we can talk, okay? Ooh, what's this here?
Brian, trying to go to Atlantic City show this year.
For the National. Yeah, that'd be great, Brian. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hopefully, man. It'd be great.
It's my intention to build up Between Two Slabs so that it's big enough where we can go to the National and we can do like a live show for you guys or something. That'd be cool. with an audience.
That's what we have next. Tim French. Sup, Merle? Got some hot pickups to tell you about. Come Dallas. Doubt any will be back from grading, but we'll see. I can't wait, Tim, to hear all about it. So I'll see you in Dallas, correct?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yep. Mervin, I want to know who bought out all of Card Boss's blue PMG collection. Was that you, Dan? Probably Spidey
no,
Jew.
Was not
Who was
me.
got the blue PMG collection, Dan? Do you know?
No, they haven't come out public yet that I know of. But dang, they spent a lot of money on that for sure.
Where was it? What platform was it sold on?
It was either Golden or PWCC. I think.
Aaron says, "Feed the gods. Thoughts on the new 2022 Top Star Wars Signature Series?"
I have not seen those cards myself, but Signature Series is always cool, so I'm sure I'll love it when it comes out.
Now, is this just a regular box, or is it a box that just has one card that's a autograph card, or what is this?
I don't know how many cards come in there, but it is the autograph series, so it's a higher end product. Yeah, so be interesting to see how those look. Star Wars is hot, guys. Star Wars is going to be my next focus.
Very. I've got a lot of Star Wars to take with me to Atlanta, folks.
Yeah. We're gonna be talking more Star Wars. We're gonna be talking more wrestling at some point. I'm just trying to buy up my stuff now before it like goes through the roof, just like Marvel is right now. Okay, what else here? Oh shoot.
Okay,
go through the chat, guys.
Okay. Steve Hong, hey guys, Merlin, enjoying that old ticket? Yeah, I am. Thank you so much, man. Sorry it was an old sleeve. It's been there since I originally purchased it for over 30 years. Steven, yes, I just showed that earlier today, what you sent me. Right here it is. Orchestra card. Look at that. I wonder if they'll grade it. I wonder if I can get this thing graded.
I'm sure you could. Yeah, for sure.
Ed Ram, it's unfortunate we won't see y'all anytime soon for any TriStar shows here in H-Town.
I don't think we're going back to Dallas. Yeah, I don't think we're going back to Houston anytime soon. Dallas is definitely our focus right now. So yeah, for sure. And then you know what, guys, what we're going to try to do is when they start coming out with the schedules, we're going to try to go to Chicago, the Chicago Spectacular Show and the Philly Show, gearing up for the National.
Woo. Next, who do we have here? Ink, paper, wax collector. Do you have a release date for the Keith Lee promo? I don't know. Just sign up. I mean, I got the email today. I'll let me check it and see if I can find anything. Continue going, and I'll figure it all out.
Okay.
Cal, Curator, Army, mount up.
Yeah, he's always the hype man. He's always the hype man for this chat. He's always telling people to mount up, give us likes, and all that good stuff. So we appreciate that, brother. Let's see here.
Okay, so what's today's date? The 22nd?
Yes.
Okay, so it says here, I got an email today because, if you haven't signed up for Upper Deck e-packs, Google it and then sign up and then make sure, you're on the email list and you'll get these notices via email like I did today. So it came out around 1 o'clock today and it says to purchase this Keith Lee card, head to Upper Deck e-pack store at 9 a.m. Pacific time. That's my time. Sorry. So it's 9 a.m. Pacific time. I said that was Eastern. So that's going to be 12 o'clock East Coast time. And packs of 2021 AEW preview will be available for purchase in the Upper Deck e-pack store until March 2nd, 2022. But I have a feeling these things will probably get sold out pretty fast. And that's what it looks like right here, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool.
So check it out.
Very cool. All right, Jago.
Support the stream by giving a like. Thank you so much for your support, Jago.
Appreciate that. This is a funny comment by 19th Vintage here. Let's see if anybody gets this joke.
Oh, Rob, Star Wars is hot like a bantha.
and then he follows up and says, "Someone
got it."
Yeah.
Rob knows his Star Wars too, man. Mm-hmm. He knows all his non-sports. And also check out his show, guys, too. He's got a great show. He really knows his cards, his grading, vintage. I mean, this guy knows a lot about cards, and he's definitely unappreciated, undervalued in the YouTube world. So check out his channel. It's really worth it. Definitely a hidden gem.
Yeah,
you haven't checked it out. Christopher Murray, good evening from Colorado. I have 24 slabs I'm trying to sell in Dallas next week. Are there dealers who would buy in bulk, or should I try to sell them individually? Thanks for your advice. I mean, you're going to probably have a chance to do both, but there are definitely a lot of people there who will buy in bulk. Dan,
for sure. For sure. And, just to give you some comparison, like 24 slabs is not even like bulk. I know people that sell 200, 300 slabs. My buddy Travis, last time he sold 800 slabs.
Yep.
That's a bulk deal. 24 slabs, probably somebody will buy that. they'll usually want to get a better deal if they're buying it all from you. Or you can sell individually. Trust me, if those cards are good, you can sell for your 24 cards in a day, like probably in a few hours, depending on how good they are. So definitely you can definitely move it at Dallas. Don't worry about that.
Bishop 2344, question for both of you. I see that you are both headed to Atlanta. Are either of you interested in 2 rare soccer cards? I will also be there selling some of my PC.
Well, come to our table and we'll check it out for sure. You know, we'd love to meet you. So come to our table, show us what you got, and if we're interested, we can try to make a deal for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you'll have 3 guys there at our table. So you're going to have Dan, the great curator, me. Dan and I both do like soccer and invest in soccer. And then you're going to have Brian, the Sunday League investor, who is all about soccer. So you've got 3 chances.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, if it's Ronaldo, Pele, or Messi, you come to me first. Okay.
Okay. Is that how it works?
You come to me first. Okay. If it's anything else, you can go to Merlin and then go to Sunday League Investor. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Yeah. Meet me in the hallway first.
If it's a Mason Greenwood, Dan says go to me first.
Yes.
Oh, great.
All right. Let's see here.
Oh, but Pulisic, he had a goal today for Chelsea. So
nice.
Bravo for him. Chelsea won their first of the 16 leg. MDC, my son loved the TGC theme song at the end of his videos.
Oh yeah, thank you. That was actually written by Michael Golden, who's also another member of the Curator Army. Love that song. Everybody loves that song. I need to come out with I need to find a way to put that out there so you guys can download that song and listen to it if you guys want. Also, here's the first nugget I'll drop tonight. Sometimes if you wait till the end of the song, I sometimes put a little tiny clip at the end of my videos as an Easter egg. So that just
like Marvel movies.
Yeah, something like that. Like, so there's always like a little Easter egg, not always, but sometimes at the end of each of my video vlogs. So you guys can check that out. Okay. In fact, the last one I did, I put a little Easter egg back there.
Didn't Doctor Strange show up in that one?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It sets it up for the next movie. Okay. So I think we got to most of our comments. Let's talk about, shall we get into what bends my corner, or you want to talk about Atlanta?
No, let's do your. First of all, quickly, I do want to ask one question before we even get into what bends my corner. Let's start with the positive. So, how do you feel about your interview with Jeff Wilson?
Oh, thank you for asking me about that. So overall, I thought it was really great. I was nervous going into it, but I think that I kind of blacked out through the whole time, and then I woke up and we were done, right, guys? But I think I did the interview pretty well. I asked all my questions, and he answered it very well. He's a super cool guy, very well spoken, great communicator. I really enjoyed talking to him and getting his insight and perspective on those things that I was asking him. Overwhelmingly positive responses from the interview. We had some Jeff Wilson haters leaving comments here and there. But, you know, that can be expected, I guess. I just delete those comments. I don't even respond to them. But the feedback was very positive on that. So I thought it was really cool. And it was just cool networking with him. You know, he's the top dog in the sports card content area. So for us to get on his radar, for him to take the time to talk to me, was really cool. And then I'm hoping that I can connect with him in Dallas. I mean, in Atlanta. Maybe he can do something with me and you on Two Slabs or something like that. But it's just a cool way to network with him and just kind of have that experience and put that content out for you guys. So I'd be interested to hear what you guys' comments are on that too. Like, what did you think of the whole interview?
Now, what was the biggest thing you learned from him during that interview?
The biggest thing, huh? Oh, man. So many questions here.
Something that really stuck in your head for a while and you really thought about it. Was there anything like that?
Well, I think I don't know if this was necessary from the interview questions, or because we talked before and after in the chat lobby too, leading up to this. But one thing I kind of learned from him that kind of stuck out is that like he kind of, I asked him, I said, okay, so you're a content creator, you've turned this into a business, you're making money off of this. How do you get to that next level for where I'm at, where I just do it for fun versus what you do and you know, you turn it into a business? And he's like, well, for one, you've got to be innovative with the stuff that you put out there, and you've got to find ways to connect with your audience where you bring them value. And if you can do that and you can build an audience, a community where you can provide value from them, then they will support you in turn. And kind of think of it like that. Don't try to copy anybody. Don't try to like be provocative or too innovative with your things. You know, just find out who your audience is and give them the content that you want and be yourself, right? Don't try to be fake or anything like that. And that kind of stuck out with me because I was like, oh yeah, you know, because some people will try to be like really funny. Some people will try to be super serious, but me, I'm just kind of like myself. That's what you guys see here. That's basically who I am. And I think that the community that's kind of rallied around me and supported all the content I put out there, they appreciate that. They're just like me, right? Like if we knew each other in real life, we'd probably be friends, you know, just like me and you, Merwin, right? We get along. So just, you know, for him to tell me just to continue to be yourself, be genuine, be sincere with your content, and these people will value it. That kind of stood out to me, and that encouraged me to kind of continue making content for that.
Now, was there any questions you like did not ask him, and you were at the end like, God, I should have asked him that question. Why didn't I ask him that question?
Well,
was there that question you forgot to ask or you wish you had?
Well, you know, to be honest, hopefully he doesn't see this, but I wanted to ask him about his NFT drop, which I know he got a lot of heat for. And I asked them before we could go into chat, hey, can we talk about this? And he said, you know, I don't want, if we talk about this, he was very respectful about it. He said, look, if we talk about this, it will dominate the entire chat. There's going to be there will be a lot of negative responses. So I don't think that we should talk about it because I don't want it to dominate your chat. I mean, your live stream. And I said, okay, yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. So that's one thing I kind of wanted to talk to him about because I know a lot of people were like really negative about what he was doing. If you guys don't know, he was dropping like NFTs of people like pulling famous cards from breaks, right?
Okay.
And I know he got a lot of heat for that because people were saying, why would you want to own an NFT of a card that you never pulled? And they were making all these comments about the form of the collectible itself, which is the NFT, right? And the subject matter, which is of them pulling a card from a break. But I really wish I could have had this conversation with him because I think that and this is where I think that maybe I could have helped him. I think that he was communicating it in the wrong way. He was selling it as a collectible. Okay. But for me, I've always viewed NFTs as they're not collectibles. They're just basically like JPEGs, basically like fancy JPEGs. But what they are is they're like tokens into some type of exclusive club that gives you benefits, right? So for me, like I'd be more interested to learn about what type of benefits come with that NFT. I know you get access to a free box break, but what else can you get from that would make it worth the cost of the NFT itself? And I don't think that he communicated that correctly. He was just selling it as a collectible, and that's why he got roasted. If he had sold it as this is a token and you get all these benefits from it, and that's where the true value comes, I think people would have been more receptive towards it. But, you know, he didn't want to talk about it because I don't think he had planned those things out yet. And maybe he didn't want to make false promises. But let me just tell you guys, okay, if I was him, I would have given you a free box break like he did. I would have given you a year's membership to Market Movers, which would have cost him nothing. I would have given you a ticket to some VIP trade night meet and greet at the National. You know, there's so many things that he could have added on top of what he did to make it worthwhile. And I think that he just kind of missed the boat on that one. But the thing about NFTs is that you can always add that. As the creator of the NFT, you can always add value to these things later down the line. And I really think it's about the community. If you are a creator and you build a community around you, then your NFTs will do well. If you're just some dude and you put up an NFT hoping to make money off of it like a cash grab, it's probably not going to do well. So that would have been the discussion I would have loved to have with him. But, you know, he's probably so burned out from having to answer comments and defend himself all day. He probably just didn't want to talk about it, which is totally understandable for me. But that's probably the one thing I would have loved to have a discussion on.
Love it. So now let's segue into, I know you've been wanting to talk about it. What bends my corner? One of our favorite topics of Between Two Slabs. What bends my corner? So
okay,
tell me what this was all about.
A couple things I'm going to talk about on what bends my corner today, guys. Okay, number one is I'm going to talk about there was some dude who watched one of my recent video posts the other day, and he decided to make a response video to my video. And he wrote it in the comments. I don't even know who this guy is. I've never talked to him before. I don't want to mention his name because that's not my style. I don't like to call people out specifically, but he wrote in a comment saying like, I'm going to write a response video to this and post it tomorrow. And I'm just like thinking to myself, like, why do you need to comment like that first and let me know? And unless you're trying to provoke a response from me. And then secondly, like, why do you have to bring my name onto your show? So I wrote back to him. I said, you be respectful. You know, it was a warning. You be respectful.
Really?
Right? Yes. And then he posted his video, and you know, he was respectful towards me, which is cool, and I'm okay with that. But he made a video where maybe he said that like he didn't necessarily agree with what I was saying, or he wanted to add on top of it. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, why do people who make videos on YouTube or post things on Instagram, why do they have to bring other people's names into their post unless they're trying to use it as clickbait? And that I don't like. You know, whenever I have a difference of opinion about something, you can voice it, right? But you don't need to bring somebody else's name into your content unless you're trying to just do like clickbait. And so for that kind of like bent my corner a little bit, just because I wish the guy would have just said, he could say whatever he want to say, but he doesn't have to like put my response to the great curator on there. To me, that's not cool, especially since I don't know the guy, and he didn't like try to talk to me beforehand. So that kind of bends my corner a little bit. I was thinking about saying something, but you know what? Honestly, I'm just going to leave the guy alone. It wasn't like bad or anything, I don't think. But I just don't like people using my name. You know, it's like somebody made a video, my response to Mer World cards. You'd probably be like, what the heck, you know?
Yeah, right.
Or anything else, right?
Yeah, it's weird.
So that kind of bends my corner about that. And then that kind of leads me to my next thing is when I watched his video just to make sure I screened it, right? Because if he had said something about me, he would have got tenderized for sure, guys. But when I screened his video, I was also reading some of the comments because I was interested to see what people were saying. And a lot of people were like complaining about the state of the hobby, right? And let me give you guys a little bit more context. So I've been posting video clips of some of my past content, that like my past interviews and long form content. I've been posting like short clips.
Okay.
And one of the short clips that this guy responded to was when I was talking about Josh Luber's paper, and I was reviewing the paper and saying what are signs of a healthy market.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Healthy card market. So that's why he made that response video to that. And a lot of people were saying, oh, the card market is down from where it was last year. It's a waste of money. Get out. All these content people are pumping it up because they're heavily invested in the market. And, they're just trying to get us to buy cards. And I'm just looking at all these comments, and it's really annoying for me because, it's like cards are fun. Right? Cards are fun. We spend a lot of money on it. We trade, we make money here and there, but mostly it's fun. And I don't understand why people watch this content and just love to complain and say how bad the market is. Like, to me, if I wasn't having fun doing this, I would go do something else. And that would be my advice to these other people. Like, if you don't like cards, if you think cards are so bad, go to do something else. Go collect, I like to joke and I like to say, go collect stamps, right? The stamp market is probably very stable and you're not going to have highs or lows. Go collect stamps, go do something else, go collect bottle caps, whatever. If the card market is too volatile for you or whatever, then don't collect it and don't be so negative. It bends my corner when people are just trying to bring negativity into our hobby. Because for me, here's another thing that bends my corner too. These people that are talking, I don't necessarily feel like I should respect their opinions because they're not in the same, they're not putting in the same work as I do, as me and you, right? Me and you, we are boots on the ground. We go to card shows every week. We travel, we buy, sell, trade. We live the card life. That's what we do. And from my experience, I'm having a great time. I'm having no problem buying cards, selling cards, transacting, making money. Sometimes you take a loss here and there, but overall, it's a very positive experience, and I'm having a great time with it. So from my perspective, everything is good, right? Maybe these guys, they don't do that. Maybe they don't go to card shows. Maybe they just transact online and things like that. So their experience is different. But I mean, I don't agree with what they're saying at all. And I really can't respect their comments because they're not putting in the same work as I am. So of course their experience is going to be different, right? So I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Do you know what I'm talking about? These guys that just like complain all the time, but they're not necessarily doing the same work as we are.
Well, I just obviously have a chip on their shoulder. I don't know if it's from jealousy or what. I think that would be the number one answer for me. It's just that they're jealous that you're doing something you're enjoying and you're successful at. We're doing this. I mean, of course, there is money involved, so I can't say we're not doing it for the money because that would be part of a lie. But there is more to this than just the money. Because if I was just doing this for money, then I would go back to working, full time, working in the studio, working, on a feature film. But you wouldn't see me ever again, Dan. You or my girlfriend would never see me. And I make tons more money than doing this. So I've been doing just, more side editing projects on the side. So I can do this because this is keeping my sanity. This is putting me in my happy place. This is bringing me joy. It's just more than just about money. It's also about the trading of the cards. It's about also collecting. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I sell is also part of the stuff that I collect. And if someone wants to buy it, then it also has a price too of the cards. But I love looking for things and searching and mining for cards that I enjoy collecting or purchasing and having those in my display cases. And you know me, I love talking to people when they come to our tables and talking shop. I mean, that's the one primary reason why we do this. And then when we leave the show, we go and we hang out with other dealers and other collectors who have hung out at our table. We go and have drinks. We go and have dinner. We go to trade night. We'll sit there in the lobby and have drinks and trade and just talk. We may even talk more than just cards, but it's just the camaraderie and the brotherhood, sisterhood, or whatever, of all these people, of meeting new people and just being around all this. I mean, we're living, breathing this 24/7, especially when we go to shows. We go nonstop, but we don't do it. We're not miserable. We're super happy. We're in our happy place. Do you agree, Dan?
Yeah, the guys, what he's talking about, this is card life. This is what I always like kind of say, hey, hashtag card life. That's what it is. And we're basically living the dream. Let's make no mistake about it, right? You do this, you can make money. And making money is the primary goal to pay for all these expenses.
Yeah, you've got to have the money in order to go to these shows, out of state, and also buy more cards. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to be in this hobby for much longer.
Yeah, the money is the underlying goal, right? But the process is what makes this worthwhile for us. We love the process of cards. I often waste too much time every day scrolling through listings on different auction sites, looking at cards, looking at prices, playing with my cards, guys. Like I'm a grown ass man, and I'll spend my days looking through cards and things like that. And I just think to myself, oh man, there's nothing I would rather be doing than this. I don't want to go do my real work. Okay. I don't want to deal with my real life obligations. Okay. I don't want to do it. It's like boring. It's boring. But this is what I love to do. And this is card life, guys. And I always tell people, I was like, look, being in the card business is not the easiest way to make money, for sure. It's a hustle. There are easier ways to make money. Just like Merlin said, he could go do work on movies and things like that, editing, and he can make way more money, but it's not as fun. There's nothing for us, for our community, there's nothing more fun than being immersed in cards. And I just think that a lot of these people that are just talking negatively, I don't think they're immersed. I think that, they're probably wherever they are doing their own thing, maybe primarily transacting online. But if they were going to shows every day and they were like going, 110% like me and you, Merlin, they'd be saying a different story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
So So that bends my corner, and I feel like if these people would come up to me and talk to me, and we would exchange stories and share strategies. I bet like if they just immerse themselves just like we do, I bet they would change their tune dramatically on that. So anytime I see those kind of comments, I just kind of roll my eyes because I don't respect it. Like if you're at a show just like us, if you hustle and grind just like me, you, Brian, Roth Cards, Kenneth, all those guys, right? Yeah. And then you tell me, then I will take your opinion seriously because you know what you're talking about. But if you're not living that life, I can't take, it's just like we have two different perspectives and we're never going to come to an agreement on that. So yeah, that's just my long rant about that. I feel like anybody that has a negative attitude towards cards, just leave the hobby. There's no obligations for you to be here. You can just easily transition out. Okay, go do something else. Go collect your stamps or whatever. Go collect, NFTs or go to the next market. But for the people that are living this life, that are consuming our content, that are going to shows, that are dealing every single day, you guys probably love it just as much as us. Okay. Tell us what you think in the comments. I know we went on a long rant there, but tell us what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys say about this. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Do you agree or disagree with us?
Yes,
let me know.
Yes. Anything to add to that before we go to comments?
No, I mean, we've just said it, pretty much wrapped it up. I mean, it's just that we love doing this. And in order for us to continue, you do have to make money to feed your family, to feed the addiction. Right. So, you've got to hustle and you've got to meet people. You've got to meet new people, fresh faces. You've got to make yourself available and be out there. You have to be assertive and persistent at all times.
Yeah, you have to be committed to the process. This is the last thing I'll say about this, guys. You got to be committed to the process, right? You can be a casual collector, no problem. You can be just a consumer of content. But if you want to actually get into the hobby and make money off of the hobby, you've got to be very consistent with your activity and committed to the process. Going to shows, transacting, wheeling, dealing, all the stuff that you see us do. That's how you can get to a level where, you can actually start to make a profit and make money on this. And let me tell you guys from experience, it works. I'm doing it. So if I can do it, I feel like anybody can do it.
Yeah. And if this redneck hillbilly in Hollywood can do it, y'all can do it, man.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Okay. Let's get to some of the comments here.
Mervin, they might have comic books in Atlanta. I think they pretty much are, Mervin. Would you guys consider buying a Grail if there was a good deal there? I'm still hunting a low-grade Hulk 181. I really want to get in the comics, but then another part of me, the devil wants me to get in the comics, and then the angel does not want me to get, buy more things. So how about you, Dan?
I want to do it. I'm doing it for sure. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. If there was a Hulk 181 or a giant size X-Men 1, like a high grade.
Everybody's been talking about these two comics.
9.2 to 9.6 for like, if I could get one at a good deal, I'll do it. I'll pull the trigger immediately because those, I definitely want to get more into comics as long-term holds. I'm not going to be flipping comics or anything like that, but I want to get into long-term holds because I just view those things as really pieces of art. And those are things that you put away in your vault and you hold them to sit on it and you enjoy it. And those things, just like, to me, those are probably the safest investments you can make. So
yeah, definitely those are safe investments.
Yeah. The vintage comics. Oh, for sure.
Now, what price range are we talking about between the Hulk 181 and the Giant X-Men?
At a high grade, 9.2 to 9.6, you're probably looking anywhere between $10,000 to $14,000 for both of those. Yeah. The last time I checked. So, I mean, you could get like a $10,000 card or you could get a $10,000 comic book. It's kind of the same thing. But for me, I'd rather have those comics this year. And that's one of my goals, is to try to pick up at least one of those comics this year.
Okay.
Yeah. So interesting. If they have one of those, maybe I'll make a deal. That would be very cool content to film.
So what else we have next here? Jordan, did you guys see the drama of Burbank Sports Cards and Card Stock Show? I don't
no, I didn't see that. If you want to
another one of these, oh man!
And if you want to fill us in on what that is, we can comment on that. I don't know what you're talking about. I think maybe he's talking about like their conflicting dates, because they just made a couple announcements today. they might be conflicting dates, but I didn't know that was like drama or anything.
Yeah, I do know that Chris posted some videos on Instagram today as well, but I haven't really got to watch them.
Send us a follow-up content, Jordan. I'd love to hear what's going on.
Since we're very close to both guys.
Let's see here. Let me try to get
that's definitely new drama to us. Tricky Best Sports Cars, you're the best, brother. Love the channel. Thanks, Tricky Best.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Yeah, we appreciate it, guys. Whenever I get comments like that, it fuels me, guys. It just like motivates me. Like, trying to put out content on a daily basis, it gets it can be tough. It can be tough to be creative and put out fun things and do all the back end stuff where you have to edit and all that stuff. But whenever I get comments like that, it really, really motivates me. So I love it. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. I need that pumping. I need you guys to pump up my ego. Okay, Bishop here.
Bishop, hit the like button, people. Please hit the like. Stephen Hong, Dan, when's your next local card show? I'd like to give you a ticket as well.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, Stephen. I don't know when I'll do the next local show. Probably, maybe the premiere show. If you're local to Orange County, then you know what I'm talking about, the premiere show.
Yes.
But send me a message on Instagram and we can definitely coordinate. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, who we got next here? Mervin, what happened between Two Slabs Facebook group? We'll still be working on it.
Yeah, we need to start that, guys, because I want to have a community where you guys can interact with each other. I want you guys to be able to do transactions with each other. I don't know if Facebook is a good way to do it, or we should do like a Discord or a Clubhouse. I don't know how any of that stuff works.
Good Lord, I know, right?
So if anybody knows how those things works, let me know, and then maybe we can try to start it out. But I think that it's really cool that we can build a community around this show, around Merlin and myself, a community of curator army or gentlemen investors, whatever you guys want to call yourselves. Let's continue to build this community because I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. God, I mean, already Dan has so many hands in the cookie jar. I mean, did you have a whatnot last night too?
I did have a whatnot. The whatnot is very interesting. I need to make a review video about that soon. I'm not getting the turnout that I'm hoping for, but I'm still selling cards on there. So it's a very interesting platform for me. If you guys are not following me on Whatnot, please follow me and join my lives because I have a lot of cool stuff that I'm basically starting off at a dollar, a couple dollars, and you can pick up a lot of these cool things. And if you guys can't go to shows, you let me know what you want. I'll go pick it up at the show and I'll put it on Whatnot for you guys to buy. But I usually try to do it every Monday. Give me some feedback, guys. Tell me if Monday is a good day. If it's not, I'll move it to a different day.
Because it was a holiday yesterday.
Possibly. I mean, I'm only getting like 20 people, maybe like 15 to 20 people in the room anytime I do this, right? So it's not very competitive bidding, but I'm still selling a lot of stuff. So it's very interesting platform for sure. But
now, are you making posts on Instagram about your show? You need to
just like the day of. I'm very bad at this too.
I know you are, man. You're the worst. You need to start doing it, posting it a day or two before.
I'm so busy. Like it's just another. I'm like scatterbrain right now where I have so many different things going on. So I need to get on that myself. I do accept responsibility for that. And maybe that's it. Maybe if I just kind of give people a little bit more notice, then I'll get better turnouts.
It can't hurt, man. Can't hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm still committed to the process of Whatnot. I'm still trying it out. So we'll see what the show will be.
Okay. What we got next here? Nicholas, is Trae Young a buy or a sell?
For me, he's
still low. I think he's a buy. Yeah.
For me, he's a buy for sure.
Because I think I just watched a video. I think it was Retro Hoops Collectible, and he just did a video yesterday about comparing Trae to Luka, and they're both having the exact same stats. They're both high up there in their stats on every position, in scoring, assists, and all that. But yet Trae is like a third or a quarter of the price of Luka. So go figure. And Trae made it to the championship last season. So go figure. That's pretty low prices.
Yeah. For me, Trae Young, he's more marketable. He's got this swagger and this look that kind of makes him like a heel of the NBA. And I think that he knows that, and he's using that to his advantage. And
but why do you think he's still a quarter of the price of Luka?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's in a different market. Atlanta, maybe they're not as good as or big
No,
as Dallas. I don't know.
Atlanta's a way bigger market than Dallas.
I don't know. I often say things don't make sense. Things don't make sense in the hobby, but for sure the kid can play. He's on a good team, and he's got that charismatic appeal. So for me, he's definitely a buy.
I mean, yeah, because Atlanta's what, the third or fourth largest market in the country.
Is it?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's like one of the biggest, top 5 biggest cities in the country.
Interesting.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of people there at the show, Dan.
Okay.
Jago,
We'll check it
these
out.
opinionators are just going looking for clout. Best thing to do is not even mention it because they are getting the attention they want. I agree. Yeah. They just want to, poke you in the ribs there.
Yeah, these guys, like, that's why I don't mention their names, because I don't want to give them any specific, shine or attention like that. But I just think it's kind of sad when you have to like use somebody else's name to kind of bring attention to yourself. So if you're trying to make content, unless it's positive, if you want to praise me, you can use my name all you want. But if you're going to talk bad about me or anything like that, you better watch out. Don't do that stuff, guys. It's not cool. Okay. And I think people will understand that too. And people will see that. If you put yourself out there and you be positive, and you spread a positive message, then people will be more receptive to that, because people want that, right? There's always going to be an audience that wants to know drama and wants to watch negativity. But I think overwhelmingly people, when they watch something, they want to be happy. They want to be entertained. They want to feel good about it. So that's the kind of content that I think that people should be putting out.
Gotcha. Loco Card Collector, note to self: do not mention the great curator on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, you don't, unless you want to get tenderized, believe me. Let's see.
Good one, Loco Cards. Oh, my goodness. Who we have next here? He's going through the questions. We got so many here. Another one, Loco Cards. He says, you've made it when the other content creators are mentioning you good or bad. That is correct. I feel like even negative news, the feedback means that something very positive. That means you are succeeding at what you are doing, Dan.
So that's cool. That's cool. And I knew when I was going to make content, I knew that people would probably make fun of me at some point, a lot of the things. So I kind of expected that, and I have to develop more of a tolerance to that. So I guess it just comes with the category, right? I'm still trying to figure this out.
That's correct.
I'm still trying to figure this out, but we'll see. We'll see how
it's not you, it's them, man. It's them. It's all them. It's all it's about. AJ says, true, I constantly mention Dan laughing out loud, so I guess I'm bending all 4 of his corners.
Yeah, this kid, like I said, this kid, AJ, LA hobbyist, he annoys the hell out of me, but he's a good kid, so I like him, so I've kind of taken him under my wing.
I always love it when we're at shows and he comes over and screams our names out to everybody at the show. Like, go check us out.
Yeah, go check out his YouTube, guys. He makes some interesting content out there. Very cool guy.
Oh my goodness. OG Card Scammer. What's up, buddy? Good evening. Yo. Love Card Life. Peace, love, respect to my brothers between slabs, Dan and Merlin. Love you, brother. Love you too. And hope to see you soon, my friend.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Always loved OG Card Scammer.
I know. Always
he said,
great positive messages.
He said he might be at Dallas or Atlanta. Ooh. So he might just pop up out of nowhere. You never know, because he wears like mask. He wears like, last time we saw him, he came in like a Santa
Claus outfit. Are you going to wear that Santa Claus outfit?
So he might just sneak up on us. We don't know.
Maybe he'll be the Easter bunny.
I hope to see you there, brother.
We'll get next. Albert Jones. Dan and Merlin, do you get up charged often with PSA? I don't get the logic. I should pay one price no matter what the card is worth. I've gotten hit a couple of times with this one. I got one for that stained glass Patrick Mahomes, and I sent it in because I noticed that the last one raw sold for like $3,000. So I sent it into, what was that? Regular Express. So $150, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And they sent me an email, so they upcharged me $300 because it was valued over $5,000. So I thought I was getting a PSA 9 because only the PSA 9s were being bought or being sold on eBay over $5,000 at that time. This was back in like November, December. Well, I get my card and it's a PSA 8. No PSA 8 was sold over $5,000.
Yeah.
So why did I get charged $300?
I've been upcharged 3 times in the last several months.
Oh my gosh, really?
And like the most recent one was when they upcharged me on authenticating my card, or just by putting it in a slab. I feel like they've got a research team that decides these things. I think it's a stupid practice, but I feel like their researchers are not that good.
No,
I would want to see some of the qualifications of these researchers, whether they're just like new people to the hobby, whether they're young or whether they're very experienced, like veterans in the hobby. But like, how are they coming up with evaluations here? I think they're being very generous, to be honest. And the upcharging is just not. It's not a great practice, for me. But I don't even understand why they do it. I think you should just. Whatever service level you pay for, you're paying for the service and the turnaround time. You should not be upcharged on the price at all. That's just what I think.
I just had an issue, and damn it, I wish I had filmed it. My bad for not videotaping this, but I just got like 5 cards back from PSA. They only graded 1 card. Was it 5 cards? They encapsulated 2 cards, but only gave it authentic grade and gave me an auto grade only. One was that the Darth Vader Star Wars Stellar Signatures, and then a couple of them were Upper Deck E-Pack Achievement Redemption cards. And the other cards, they didn't even grade. They just rejected them, which were the achievement cards. So I filed a complaint, like, what the hell was going on here? Like, who was this person looking at my cards? And why were some of them authenticated, but no one contacted me? And oh my God, it was pretty much like a gaslighting thing. They gave me the same excuse of why some cards were authenticated, with the same excuse why some cards weren't even graded, period, why they were rejected. And they said at one point that I had asked for them to be authenticated only. Well, if you look at my thing, it does not say that. I had all these for grade only. And I was like, well, if that's the case, why did you encapsulate some of the cards and then reject the other cards?
Yeah,
because they also said they may have been altered. And I was like, well, why did you encapsulate it? Because you've never had that issue, correct?
Yeah.
So I filed a complaint. I filed a claim. And then they said, send them back and they'll re-review them again. So that's why I sent those back today, FedEx. So they sent me a packaging slip.
Okay.
But that was
they probably screwed up on that.
Yes.
Nat, I'm going to have to make a call to Nat Turner here about this. This is unacceptable, these upcharges here. Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Ink Paper Wax Collector. Do you think if the rumored Steve Austin WrestleMania return spike his cards, especially the early ones and so-called rookies? Well, of course I do.
Yeah.
When you have something high profile like that, then yes.
Yeah. I mean, I can't see him coming back. It's been so long. And
no, that's the rumor. He's going to do something. Yeah. I have a feeling.
Yeah. I love Stone Cold. He's one of my favorites. In fact, I just picked this up. I'm happy you brought this up. I just picked up a PSA 10 of the cardinal card here.
Where did you get that?
eBay. I picked it up.
You did? eBay. Okay, nice.
Yeah. Got a pretty good deal.
Nice.
So pick this up. So I love Stone Cold. I would love to see him do anything. Even if he comes out, he doesn't even need to do anything. I just want to get him on the mic because he's like one of the best promos out there. So I'd love to see him get on the mic and just tear some people up with that. Maybe drop a couple stunners on some people and I'd be happy. But do I think that's going to cause a spike in his price? Probably in terms of activity of people buying his cards. I don't know if that will raise the price. Well, maybe, because if there's more demand than the supply, then the price will spike. But it will just be like momentary nostalgia unless he does a very long program and is on TV for several months, which I don't think is going to happen.
So what we got next here? Tim Ispiro. When you love what you do, it's never work. If you don't enjoy cards, then you are in it for the wrong reasons. I do agree with you. That's exactly it. Modern Crimes and Cards, 85 watching, 21 likes. Hit that like button. What's up, homies? What's up, dude?
Yes, please hit the like button, guys. That helps the algorithm.
Thank you so much.
That
Modern
helps us
Cards.
grow. That helps us grow. That helps us, continue to grow this community and grow that channel. So please hit that like button and subscribe.
Check out my channel, Mer World Cards. Like I said, I have Mer World After Dark. I have one tomorrow night because I know that Dan is having a live stream interview tomorrow. Correct? Do you want to tell who that your guest is?
Let's take a break from the comments real quick and just do. I will be interviewing Kenny Chow. So maybe some of you guys know who Kenny Chow is. Maybe some guys don't, but he's actually one of the first guys that got me started in content.
Oh, really?
He would produce videos. He's like famous for being a semi-pro basketball player or something like that. And he's very popular among the young kids.
Yes.
But he would do like card show vlogs, because he also collects like Pokemon cards and things like that. And he would put me in his videos in the beginning when nobody knew who I was.
I saw that.
Yeah, he put me in those videos, and that got me exposure, which led me to making posts and eventually starting my own channel. So I actually owe that guy a lot of credit for putting me on this path where I am today. So he saw my interview with Jeff Wilson last week, and he said, "Hey, that's pretty cool. Can I go on your show?" And I said, "Of course, absolutely."
Awesome.
He's got like 100. He's got more followers than Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson, I know.
Yes. Yeah. So I'll be talking to him. We'll be talking about basketball, how he does like as a semi-pro basketball player. We'll be talking about how he collects cards. We'll be talking about content creation, all that cool stuff. So very excited for that, guys. That interview will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the live. So we'll be doing that. I guess I'm becoming like the Joe Rogan of card content interviews here. Everybody wants to, be in the show and all that stuff. So we're doing that. And then you've got a guest.
I do. So what time are you on? Again, what time are you on?
6 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
And then at 8 o'clock tomorrow night on my channel, Mer World Cards, I am going to have Brian of Sunday League Investors. He's one of the guys. Again, I have been watching Brian and his crew since COVID because I wanted to learn more about soccer cards. These guys, they do nothing but collect soccer cards. If you ever go to our shows, you will see Brian at our table selling nothing but soccer cards. And I'm learning a lot about even more soccer because I got involved in it at COVID. And I do know a lot, but I've learned a lot more from Brian. So he's going to talk about how he got into collecting and investing and, dealing with us, hooking up with us. He'll tell me what we should invest and collect in for the rest of 2022 and get ready for the World Cup in December in Qatar. So it's going to be a very informative soccer card eccentric show. So check it out at Mer World After Dark.
Yeah, Brian is the soccer expert. He's the man for that.
Definitely.
And he's part of the triad. Me, Merlin, and Brian, we've formed an alliance where we go to card shows and we set up together, and it's working very well. So we love the guy. So that will be a very cool interview.
Yeah, and because you'll see us together this week in Atlanta, and you'll probably see us, I think, all three of us in Dallas again next week.
We do this thing, like you can ask him about this, Merlin. We do this thing where we play good cop, bad cop. He's super nice guy.
He is so nice. Yes.
And he gets pushed around a little bit on his negotiations. So whenever I share a table with him and I notice that somebody's trying to bully him a little bit, I'll be the bad cop and I'll walk in there and I'll try to tenderize those guys a little bit and get him a little bit of extra deal. So it usually works. So that's how I do try to help the kid out. So ask him about that tomorrow and see what his response is.
Yeah, and then after he does that, then he goes and tenderizes Brian.
Yeah. No, nobody is safe. Nobody is safe from the tenderizer. Okay. My alter ego is the great tenderizer.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I'm going to have to put a belt on next time around you. Feed the gods. These cards always bring me to my happy place. Great way to put it, Merlin. I'm not at 110%. Sorry for my 100%, Dan.
You will get there. You will get there, brother. And especially, and I want to wish, I know he's going, like, I know Aaron a little bit personally. I know he's going through some issues in life right now. So I'm hoping everything will do better. But cards is a great escape from all the troubles of the world. So I totally understand what he means by this comment. And I know he's going to be at that 110% level very soon.
And I can't wait to see you again, brother. and wear that shirt. Daniel Diaz, haven't seen you guys at Diamond 9 in a while. Will you be there tomorrow? No, because we will be packing, getting ready, and plus we have 2 shows tomorrow night. So we'll be having back-to-back double features.
Yeah, we don't do the Wednesday night shows just because, I mean, we're doing like content for you guys. And then the Saturday shows, I mean, honestly, like
we've been out of town.
Yeah, we've been out of town. And it's just, for me, it's hard for me to do those shows. It's not the right kind of people that will buy my cards, but I'll go there every once in a while. But I probably won't sit up there.
Yeah, I'll be there in the near future. I'll let you guys know, Daniel.
Okay, let's see.
Local card collector. Do either of you grade comics yourselves? Well, I don't really buy comics at all, but Dan, do you?
No, I have never graded a comic myself. Comics is a whole different thing. I mean, there are similarities to cards and comics, but it's a whole different category market, which I'm not fully up to speed on yet. So I haven't got there, but who knows? Maybe in the future, maybe I'll get really obsessed with it and I'll dive deep into it like I am with cards. But as of today, no, I have not. I would rather just, for me, when I look at comics, I can't tell the difference between the grades like I can with cards. So I would rather just buy it than trying to send it myself.
Nice. Mervin, I need shirts from both of you guys so I can represent here in the East Coast. We'll do soon. He needs his shirts. He needs his merch. His coffee cups.
I know. I need to work on that
stickers
stuff,
at least.
guys.
You don't even have stickers.
Stickers, man. Okay, my goal is to try to get some shirts going, and so that you guys can represent at the national or another big show like Dallas. Actually, I'll tell you guys this. I do have a store. I have a secret store on my YouTube channel. You guys have to move kind of like find the link, but there is a t-shirt store there, but the designs are not that great. It just has my sayings on it. But I'm trying to find a way to kind of come up with some creative designs. If anybody is a graphic designer, if you want to throw me some designs, please let me know. I know Mervin sent me one, which was really cool. But if anybody wants else to kind of send me more, I will totally put those up, whatever. But I'm working on it. I'm going to try to get that done for you guys so that we can get some curator army representation pretty soon. And I think that'd be cool. If we had a whole bunch of people that wore like the same t-shirt, I think that'd be super cool.
I'm dying for one, dude. I am dying for one.
Yeah, for sure.
Rob, the great curator needs to get you followers over to subscribe to Merle Cards. Well, they do, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you guys are not following, Merlin has his own channel. If you guys didn't know, so go give him go follow him, go subscribe him, all that good stuff.
Hit that bell button so you can watch the same live streams, because I tried to do them after Dan's his live streams on Wednesday nights.
Yeah, we do this show Between Two Slabs, and this is just one thing we do together, but he does a whole bunch of different things, and the stuff that he does is completely different from the things that I do. So if you want some variety and a different perspective on things, go check out the things. You interview a lot more people than I do. You do unboxings.
I do, yeah. And I try to make it like a theme. So we'll discuss just like one topic type of card. Yeah. So last week we did wrestling. I had the Coda from Sports Cards Anonymous. We talked nothing but football. I had a Marvel Madness where we talked nothing about Marvel cards. So, we just stay, concentrated on one type of card. So tomorrow will be soccer cards only.
Yeah. One thing I like about Merlin's channel is that he does these long form discussions on whatever topic that his guest brings. Like he did wrestling, he does football, things like that. For me, I like to do more informative short form content for myself. And then I also just, I'm just like a practical joker. So I'm always like doing like funny things to make fun of myself. Yeah. I always like make fun of myself and do like funny little skits and reels, things like that. So our content is completely different. So Joe, go check out his stuff if you want a little bit different variety. But when we get together for Between Two Slabs, that's when we can kind of collaborate and we come up with all this show for you guys.
And I always make really funny intros before the show starts. So check those out. And they're always to the theme of the show's night. So I'll have a really funny soccer intro before the show. Last week was a great one of wrestling.
By the way, have you noticed that I've been trolling you in your lives?
Under
Ann's account. So have you ever seen
you do?
So I do jump into your lives sometimes and I'll comment little things here, but I don't think that you've noticed that it's me. But
No.
Yeah. So I've been doing that the last couple
How dare
weeks.
you?
All right.
John Colt, content is amazing. Keep it rolling, guys. Good luck in Atlanta. Can't wait to see some deals.
Nice. Can't wait to see you too.
Justin, what's up, guys? Love the show. Can't wait to check out your Marvel cards in Atlanta this weekend. Yeah.
I'm bringing a lot.
So, Dan, I mean, is that mainly where you're going to bring? Like, how do you? I know you've probably got more cards than you are going to bring. So, how do you decide like something for Atlanta? What you're going to bring? Like, are you going to bring like the same thing to Atlanta that you do to Dallas, or do you like change it up?
No, I'm going to bring mostly Marvel cards. So it's going to be like 50% Marvel, and then the other 50% is going to be a mixture of basketball, soccer, vintage baseball, and some random stuff. So one case is going to be all Marvel. One case is going to be miscellaneous, my other categories that I'm at.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I've got so much. I mean, all my graded cards were coming in left and right this past week. So I have a lot of cards to bring.
And you never know. I mean, you never know. Like Marvel might not sell at all.
I know, right?
So we'll see. We'll kind of have to see what happens. But I'm excited. I think it's just gonna be a good time. And you know what? If Marvel doesn't sell, I'm not just gonna sit there, guys. I'm gonna be going on the other side of the table and making moves for sure.
And he is not lying about that. I see him go to work, go to town, and I watch with a notebook and a pen.
Yes, I'm a true salesman when I need to be.
And also, we'll bring lots of wrestling cards too. They're cool. Non-sport stuff.
Some of these comments are getting a little saucy here. I can't even.
I love sauciness.
Yeah.
Why are they saucy?
Well, I'm not going to highlight it, but you can read some of these ones later.
I love sauciness.
Yeah.
Matt 2020, when the West Coast dealers come to Atlanta, are you going to get tenderized? Oh shit, this is a battle royale.
Oh really?
Man.
No. Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm usually the one that does the tenderizing, so we'll see.
Watch out, man. Watch out. That's a secret move there.
Yes.
His finisher. Is Zion a buy or sell? I have no clue.
It's a sell for me. Yeah.
And what's going on? There's a lot of drama. I just saw something like JJ Redick was bitching about Zion today.
Well,
saying this is all a play for him to get out of New Orleans.
Probably. It's probably like if he doesn't want to play, he's probably going to make up the stories, right? And if he gets traded, he'll probably be awesome at the next team. But I think that an athlete's shelf life for their professional career is very short, and it can end at any time. So for you to hold out and give up a whole year of playing time, probably not the best career move wise, so for me, I'm not a buy on Zion at all.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not buying anymore. John Colt, drink of choice post show. It's probably going to be a sparkling lemon cream, sparkling water with my dinner tonight. Because we ate a lot of meat this weekend. We went to a place where I got a huge tomahawk pork chop, so much meat, steak. I got some. Oh my gosh! So we're eating a vegetarian meal tonight. Maria and I are.
Nice. Yeah, I'll probably have some tea. I've been trying to cut down on my soda and alcohol consumption and things like that. So I'll probably drink some tea. But in Atlanta, it's going to be on. So we'll see.
Yes, exactly.
We'll get some cocktails and we'll have a great time.
Yeah, I'm trying to load up on water right now and get ready and doing my yoga in the morning. I go to heated yoga classes so I can get nice and stretched and loosened up for the show this week. Money Mike, Dan, when are you doing a Bitcoin deal for your cards? Gosh, when you do
a deal with me, Mike, I will take Bitcoin. Okay, that's what I'll say to that.
Mervin, can you challenge an upcharge?
I don't think so. You can send him an angry email and things like that. But you know what? PSA, they're like they've got them. They can do whatever they want. So you can't do anything about it. You just gotta take it. But it's okay. Whatever they upcharge you, you just work that into the resale price. So it lowers your profit a little bit, but it is what it is.
Right. Who we got next here? Give it to me.
I would feel more comfortable with the upcharging if they gave us notes, you know?
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Because they're doing research.
Of this.
They're doing research to justify this cost. Give me that note so that I can use that when I'm selling the card, and I can tell the person, hey, it goes for this value. This is what PSA said. I would be totally cool with an upcharge if they did that, but they just do it, and you don't know why, and you're just left wondering, and that's not cool.
That was the good thing about when I finally got a representative over at PSA about them not grading my cards properly, either authenticating or denying the grade on them and sending them back, that they said usually they would not tell me what the notes are, but they said on these cards there were no notes at all, even for them. So they felt obligated for me to send those cards back. So thank you, PSA, for letting me admitting a fault.
All right.
Hey, Dan, what are you picking up in Atlanta?
Whatever comes by my table that catches my eye. I have certain cards that I'm always looking for, but you never know. You never know what will happen at a show. If somebody brings a really cool card that I've never seen before, I'm going to make a play on it. If not, I'm always just going to be looking at my normal stuff, wrestling, Marvel, high-end basketball, things like that.
And soccer too?
Soccer too, if I can find
you've been selling soccer a lot lately.
Soccer's like, I know nothing about soccer, guys, but I know Ronaldo and I know Messi, and those guys sell like super easy for me. So anytime I pick those up, then I'll do it.
John says, how do you play the fine line of doing content and telling the audience you just tenderize the seller or buyer after a deal and then working with them again?
Okay.
Oh, we saw a video last week.
Here's my answer to this, guys. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. I'm not actually tenderizing these people. I'm negotiating with them. It's a joke. And if you guys can't tell that from my content, I don't know. Maybe I can put it in quotes next time or something like that. But it's a joke. It's meant to be funny. It's a catchphrase that I use. I'm not actually like bullying these people. If I did, they wouldn't do deals with me. So take it for what it's worth, okay? But don't take it too literally.
Yeah, if you watch him try to, practice like he's like Rocky trying to get ready to tenderize, how can you keep a straight face watching him do this? There's no way in hell.
Do any of you guys actually think? Please give me some comments. Do you guys think that I'm actually like really beating these people up and squeezing the deals out of them? I mean, like, I'm trying to be entertaining here, so that's my answer to that.
Dan is so intimidating, guys.
Trust me, physically. You won't know if I'm like trying to like bully somebody. I'll have a different tone, but the video speaks for itself.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So we just read this one. What we have next one? Let's see it.
Oh, Brian's always giving us tips.
God dang, Brian! I thought you were going to bed, dude.
Yeah. Brian,
he's got a Kitty Chow rookie. Do you still have your Kitty Chow autograph card?
Brian bought it for me.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he's the one that won the auction. He bought it for me.
Awesome.
I guess he's a big fan of Kitty Chow, so that's pretty cool.
Watch Kitty's videos where he's always playing basketball at this like house. Looks like a lot of other like content creators like stay there. They hang out and they do like these like task, or games and stuff. Mm-hmm. In the house, because I've seen a lot of these guys at card shows, and my girlfriend and I live near Culver City, and we were doing the Culver City stairs. You ever done that?
Yeah,
over there. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that house where they were playing basketball and they shoot the YouTube stuff is right there below the stairs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you just gave away the location, so now
I did.
The stalkers that watch the show are going to go.
Oh, believe me, it's not. They're not trying to hide it. It's pretty plain sight there.
Yeah, I don't know what those guys do
because it has their name and everything on it.
And all those content creators have like hundreds of thousands. Some of them have millions of followers. I don't know what those guys do. They just like make videos about playing basketball and they challenge each other and things like that. And they're super popular.
No. They also go in and they'll play weird games. They'll play like laser tag one day, or they do like beer pong. I don't know. And then sometimes they do like, they'll sit on a couch and they'll do trivia and everything.
So that's interesting. I'm going to have to talk to him about that because I want to be like, dude, why, like, how do you make money? Why are you famous? Tell us the secret, because then
there's another guy in his group too that I've seen at shows. His name's Chris London or something.
Yes, he's like a video game player.
Yes, because he's in that whole like group, that clique.
So once I find out his secret, I'm really like, okay, me and Merlin, we're gonna get a house. We're gonna start playing video games together, doing all these things. So
yeah, it's like a real world kind of thing scenario.
Yeah, definitely.
Aaron, Feed the Gods, Between Two Slabs merch. Yes, will be coming soon, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, guys.
Sooner than later.
We'll come out with something.
Me 3 cards. Make a T-shirt with the pirate ships on it.
It's coming, guys. It's coming. I'm gonna figure a way to get that on a T-shirt for you guys for sure. For sure, it's coming.
That's that. Then it says the Great Curator on it.
Yes.
Multi-card vlogs. I got the Ultimate Merlin shirt in Houston. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Thanks, multi-card. Viking Soar, Merle, we need That Really Bent My Corner T-shirt. We'll work on it, man. We'll have all kinds of different things. And maybe hats. Feed the Gods. I'm ready to learn more about soccer on your show, Merlin. We'll tune in tomorrow at, 8 o'clock Pacific time and 11 o'clock Eastern time. Ryan Sanford, Tenderizer shirt needs to be, I do agree. And we need a little animated Dan doing that, like doing this thing.
Tenderize them, guys.
Yeah.
Tenderize them. Man, people really want these shirts.
Nice caricature of you, Dan.
Yeah, I think we need to come up with something because people have been asking for shirts for weeks. So we'll have to really sit down and figure this out.
Mervin says, forgot to bring up that SGC 10 Jordan Fleer that sold for $192,000. Woo! BGS 95 last sold for $48,000. That's it. Thought. Wow.
It's all about branding, guys.
BGS 95.
Yeah, I mean, it was hovering around 60,000 before that, but I've talked about this before. I made a whole video about this. It's branding. PSA branding commands the highest premium value for that. So if you value the brand, you go buy PSA. If you want to get more value for your money, you go to BGS. It's essentially the same card, the same condition, the same condition. The differences are indistinguishable to the naked eye, but it's all about the brand and the premium value that the brand carries.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I made a whole video about this. Look, if you're only focused on the value of the card, the resale value, the possible appreciation, then you'll go with PSA. If you're more of a collector focused on the card, you go wherever your money can stretch, right? Which will be BGS. PSA right now is the undisputed king. Could that change in the future? Possibly. I don't think it will, based on the marketing power that they have. But you never know. It all depends on where the market is and how the market views these companies. But that's really what you're paying for. You got to understand that the only distinction between PSA 10 and a BGS 9.5 is the label, and the difference in price is going to be a direct result of the marketing that these two companies made. I've said this before. I think that BGS made a strategic mistake when they made the 9.5 label. The only reason that they made the 9.5 label is to distinguish themselves from PSA. They said, oh, we have 9.5, which is equal to PSA 10, but we also have a BGS 10. And on top of that, we have a BGS Black Label 10. But they give those they give those out so infrequently that it makes it almost impossible to get those 10s. So they're 9s, which are mostly dominating the market. That's what is seen as the equivalent to PSA 10s, but there's such a huge price difference between them. So it's all about marketing. I think that if BGS started giving less 9.5s and giving more 10s and then having their Black Label be the chase one, then that would put them more on par with PSA 10, but there's just not enough out there for them to do that for the prices to make sense.
So when did SGC surpass BGS in grading and now selling 4 times more?
Well, SGC, the values are still not on par with BGS, but in terms of their output for grading cards, that's been the last few years. I mean, that's been the last few months, right? I think that BGS, I don't know what their model is, but I think BGS got surpassed by SGC for sure in terms of their process, right? You are going to see a lot more SGC slabs out there, and the more you see SGC, the more you will get used to it. The community market will get used to seeing those black labels, those tuxedo slabs. And believe me, over time, you'll see the price start to go up on those things because people will accept them more for what they are. And with BGS, unless they start ramping up their grading process or get back into the game, I think they're going to be viewed as like the antiquated grading service as SGC surpasses them. If SGC ever like develops a really strong online presence where they have a good pop count, they have scanned images, they have an app similar to what PSA does, then they can rival PSA just because of the amount of cards that they'll put out there. But they'll always be second fiddle because as many cards as SGC is putting out there, PSA is putting 10 times the amount out there. So PSA has so much market share right now, it would be very hard for anybody to rise up and challenge them. And if there was any serious competitor to PSA, I could see PSA actually acquiring that company.
Oh, wow.
But not BGS, because I think BGS is going to be like the little brother to PSA, where they use them as like their competition, where they will look better in comparison to BGS. So that's why I don't think BGS is going to go anywhere unless they go bankrupt or anything. I don't think they're going to get bought out or anything like that. I think they serve their purpose as the alternative to PSA, but they have definitely been surpassed over the last year.
Okay. What do we have next here? He's weeding out the saucy ones.
Right.
Trying to find a good question. Shiny Cardboard Addict. Congrats on the Doctor Strange Purple PMG sale, Merlin. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. How did you know I sold? Did I mention that or something?
He's a stalker.
I did.
He's a stalker.
Yeah, I sold one last week. Sold for about $1,500. Multi-card vlogs. The great Tenderizer. Yes, he is. Phoenix Rising. He should come out with his own barbecue sauce. I know, right? The great curator Tenderizer barbecue sauce. It'll be like a Paul Newman. Joseph Gomez. Yes, Sunday League investors still recovering from the tenderization. Oh my goodness.
People love this. People love this tenderized thing. See, I just come up with these funny little sayings and I put it out there for you guys to have fun with. But don't take it too literally, okay?
We'll be hearing that term all over the show floors in the next few months. Merlin, what is your YouTube channel? It is Merle World Cards. Where's our thing above here, Dan?
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Where's the
branding? Forgot the branding.
There it is. There's flashing up.
Yeah,
it's Merle World Cards, guys, and that's my also Instagram. And my links are always in my IG profile, so you can always click in there in the IG and go straight to my YouTube channel. Aaron, Feed the Gods, congrats on 500 subs, Merlin. I just got it today, guys. Thank y'all so much. Thanks, Dan, the great curator.
That's a milestone. Next one, 1,000. Next one, 1,000.
I love it. Yes, sir. Yeah. Jago, can the pirate ship be named the SS Tenderizer? Yes, it can.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Let's go with that.
Good idea. I love that choice. Good one. But I don't know if the artist is still alive. Hope they don't sue you. You'll put that on a shirt. All of a sudden, we got some copyright infringements going on. Money Mike, Dan, I got a 2K Bitcoin budget. What's your best card for sale?
Message me, DM me, and we'll talk, brother. We'll talk. I'll let you go shopping.
He is hounding on that Bitcoin. He's tenderizing that Bitcoin.
He wants me to get in on that Bitcoin market so much. I mean,
he must have tenderized you with that Bitcoin, man.
He loves it. He loves it.
Okay, who else we got? Ken Wood. Hey, what's up? What's up, Ken? Okay, Andrew Lee. Thoughts on the next phase of the MCU? Which is what, like phase 4?
I don't know. I've lost track of that, but I am super excited for the Doctor Strange movie that's coming out.
Yeah, that's gonna explode into definitely in the next phase.
Yeah, because I want to see who is in the Marvel Illuminati. I know Professor X. They already gave it away.
Yeah,
Professor X is there
because it's definitely Patrick Stewart's voice saying we should tell him.
So if that leads into the X-Men, oh my gosh. That would be super cool.
And just because, like I said, just because of him showing up in that commercial or the trailer during Super Bowl, I noticed that the Professor X PMGs started getting bought out.
Crazy.
Yeah. But so I think Doctor Strange is going to introduce a lot of the next stages. There was also, if you didn't notice, there was like a flame. I thought it was the Human Torch. I've watched all kinds of different videos, but then if you also look again, it kind of looks like Iron Man in a way, but it's not really Iron Man. Then some also people think it's Monica Rambeau, who's also a Captain Marvel, and that's one of her powers is like that flaming thing. But it also, there's another character that's going to be introduced soon too that's called Ironheart. And that person also looks like Ironheart, but nobody really knows who it is, even though you see a perfect still frame of that character.
Somebody said that it could be Kang the Conqueror, also a version of Kang the Conqueror, because it looks like it looks like the actor that's playing him.
But Kang is not in Doctor Strange. I mean, I could be wrong. He could be added in the reshoots, but he wasn't originally in the.
We'll have to see.
The credits. Yeah, and I heard Kang is not going to really appear in the first movie he's supposed to appear in is Ant-Man.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited to see it for sure.
Dan, do you think the Luca market has bottomed out?
I haven't been keeping track of Luca prices, but I will say that not a lot of people are talking about Luca. So, there's not a lot of buzz around him. So maybe, I mean, I don't know. You tell me. I haven't kept track of the prices. You know anything? He has
been. I think he is starting to come back up again because if you notice his stats, I mean, he is moving up in his stats. He's closing in the top 5 scoring. He's in the top 5 assist. He has been scoring almost like 40 points a game. He's doing the best he's been doing since he got back from his injury. That was one of the issues of why he was petering out, because he was injured a lot with a bad ankle. But his stats lately have been off the chain. And I think because of that, he is peaking. I mean, I think they're like 5th in the West. So they're doing well. And they picked up, who was it? Dinwiddie, and they got rid of Kristaps. So I think he's playing better without Kristaps, guys.
Awesome.
Kuzin, he says it's Kang. You think it's Kang? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we got to our last comments here. So we'll go ahead and wrap up the show pretty soon. But let's talk about Culture Collision.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? Are you excited?
Oh, I'm so excited because
expectations.
Super high. I'm so. But the reason is because, well, first of all, Dan's going to be there with me between 2 sheets. And
hey, let's not make that a thing, okay? Let's not make that a thing.
Just don't tenderize me in those sheets, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, that's not the tenderizing that we're talking about here, okay?
But no, we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna get up there late Thursday night. We're gonna be there all weekend. But what's going to be even more of a factor is that all of our YouTube content creator friends are all going to be there. It's going to be who's lineup. Like I said, Brian is going to be there selling with us too, Sunday League Investor. I mean, we're going to have Ken Fornos. You'll have Roth Cards. You're going to have Flipping Steve, Dustin, the personal finance dad. You're going to have Jeff Wilson because he lives there in Atlanta. You're going to have, there's so many other people I'm forgetting, but I know we're going to either have drinks or we're going to have dinner, lunch with these guys. So we've got a lot of networking and schmoozing to do while we're there this weekend, Dan. It's going to be more than just cards and trading. We've got a lot of schmoozing, dude.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be content focused. I really don't know what to expect. We had never been there before. I've never even been to Atlanta or Georgia. So we'll see, it'll be a totally different environment. But super excited because I feel like there's a lot of energy behind this show. I feel like a lot of people are going to be there. So hopefully we can get some great deals. We can get some good content to share with you guys, but we will definitely be making content every day. We'll be posting things on Instagram. We'll be doing a Between Two Slabs live.
We'll do it there.
From the shows. We'll be filming for our vlogs. We'll be making reels. So we'll be doing all that stuff. So if you guys cannot come, just follow us and you'll get like a sense of what it's like to be at the show. But very excited for that. And we'll just see what happens. Hopefully a crazy big deal goes down and we can get it on camera or something happens.
I think this will be a lot different than our Houston show. I think this will be like more like Dallas. And it's called Culture Collision, folks, because it's going to be a lot of like pop culture and stuff that people in our demographics and younger people are more interested in. It's so not just sports, but also pop culture like Star Wars, Marvel, wrestling, non-sports, tennis shoes, memorabilia, the Funko Pop toys. I mean, toys. There's gonna be comic books. So it's just gonna be, like you said, a culture collision. It's just gonna be like crashing in. So it's gonna be just overwhelming. It's gonna be overwhelmingly fun.
Yeah.
So you agree?
Yeah, super excited for that. Can't wait. And hopefully we get some good deals. If not, hopefully we get some good content. So anyway, so excited for that, guys. So with that, let's just wrap up the live tonight. Remember, we will be going live tomorrow. Also, I will be doing the interview with Kenny Chow at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Merlin's going to be doing his interview with Sunday League Investor, our friend Sunday League Investor Brian, at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Great. Check that out. And then that's it for this week, guys. And we'll see you on
in Atlanta. We'll see you in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So check us out.
All right, guys.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.